so it looks like ICE has been doing their job. They're still going around collecting people, deporting people, especially the violent gang members. And it looks like they arrested another MS-13 gang member. And I guess this is Virginia. Let's tune into the video, see what's going on out here in the streets.
So ICE announcing that another MS-13 gang member has been arrested in Virginia. Meanwhile, the DOJ dismissing charges against an alleged MS-13 leader who was arrested in the Commonwealth 2 weeks ago. Attorney General Pam Bondi suggested now that the alleged leader can now face deportation proceedings, saying, quote, as a terrorist, he will now face the removal process. Fox and Friends co-host Brian Kilmeade joins us now with the Commonwealth of Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. Over to you, Brian.
So, Governor Youngkin, last week when we saw you, there was an arrest of MS-13 in a suburban neighborhood in Virginia. We were stunned by it. We got to see the takedown. First off, can you define what's happening? Now I understand you're maybe dropping the charges in order to deport this guy?
Yeah, so let me just begin with the collaboration that we have had with the federal government. So over the course of the last 6 weeks, we have had an intensive sweep going on through Northern Virginia and other areas in Virginia to pick up violent, illegal aliens. And this has been a great collaboration between state police, our Department of Corrections, FBI, ICE, and Homeland Security.
And how many numbers are you talking
Over
about?
425 illegal immigrants, violent illegal immigrants have been swept up. They've had ICE detainer orders on them that candidly the previous administration would never help us pick up. And now, as soon as President Trump came in, we negotiated a 287G memorandum. It took 20 hours. And next thing you know, we are sweeping up the bad guys. And yes, we are finding violent criminals, particularly gang members.
Did you know they were out there when Joe Biden was president?
We knew that there was an extensive effort to hide, to stay away from us. And we got no collaboration from the Biden administration. Zero. And of course,
y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Sometimes we just got to sit back and just listen. Listen without responding. You know, a lot of people are upset that people are getting deported. A lot of people are upset. They're thinking that there are different, you know, there are people that are getting deported that are not supposed to be getting deported. When the majority of these deportations so far have been on point. The majority. But what the left likes to do, they like to stick with 1 out of the 1,000 that they disagree with vervously. Hopefully I said that word right. I doubt it though. But I think the word is really vehemently. Y'all help me out in the comments. But they disagree with this 1 out of the 1,000 that they got right. Like that guy that is, they say he's a Maryland father, or the student that got falsely deported. That's what they're going off of. They don't even talk about the actual gang members, the actual violent criminals that have been deported. They don't even mention them. But they talk about the one that possibly was not supposed to be deported. And that is the sickening part about it. Yep, you gotta give a hand clap when stuff is getting done and it's the right thing. And people about 75 to 85% of people agree that violent criminals that are coming into the United States should go back to where they came from. And that's just the honest truth. Where else do you know in this entire world that you can go into another country, do what you please, break all their laws, and sit there pretty, and nothing's going to happen to you? Nowhere. You're either going to be in jail or you're going to be sent back to where you came from. And that's all that's going on. And people are outraged over 2 people that maybe gotten mistakenly identified as gang members. And respectfully, 2 out of 1,000 is that's damn near perfect. That's damn near perfect. 400 people in Virginia alone have gotten sent back to where they came from because they were doing some egregious stuff. Let's continue.
Of course, we have local law enforcement with local areas like in Fairfax County that are declared sanctuary cities. Virginia is not a sanctuary state, and we are working like crazy to sweep up these illegal immigrants who are literally committing violent crimes. And yes, we were able to pick up one of the top 3 members of MS-13. And as you saw yesterday, the charges from the Department of Justice under General Bondi were dropped so that person can be deported.
That's why you dropped him.
And get out of this country and go back to El Salvador.
So he's going to go.
Prison in El Salvador.
All right, so let's talk about what happened with the economy. You got this international
They're getting
business
them outta
experience,
here.
one of the most successful
They're not
business
playing
executives
around, bro.
in the country.
They were not
when
playing
you decided
around
to go into
5 years
politics.
ago either.
What do you think was the
Or
reason
10
behind
years
President
ago.
Trump deciding to stop the tariff push and start dealing, just go 10% across the board and leave them on China? What do you think was the reason why?
Well, I think what he's heard over this course of this last weekend was the clarity from over 75 countries. They're ready to negotiate. And so now there's a 90-day pause to go cut deals. And the reality is that free and fair trade means that we can't have countries that have tariffs on our goods going to them, and yet they have free access to our country. It's been like this for too long. The president is resetting those relationships, but still identifying the fact that China is an adversary. And we cannot play footsie with China. We have to actually treat them like an adversary, and that's exactly what he's doing.
All right, you also, Lieutenant
That's
Governor Winsome Sears is going to be with you today. What should people know about
That's
the
fair.
Lieutenant Governor as she tries to take your spot?
Well, first of all, Virginia is soaring. We have had the most record investment from companies coming to Virginia, $100 billion. We have record employment. We've run surplus after surplus.
Right.
We've seen a huge decline in murders, and our school systems are now getting it together, and our kids are now extending to excellence as opposed to what they had before, which was equity. And we're fixing this. And now Winsome has got to keep it going. And I'm going to tell you, if she doesn't keep it going, Virginia will move backwards. It's winsomeforgovernor.com.
All right.
Go to this lady's website, get her elected.
All right, Governor, thanks so much, Lieutenant Governor. We'll be right back from Shorty's and from 1211.
Bro, he's trying to get him out of there. But seriously, y'all, let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below. ICE is not playing around, man. ICE is doing what they have to do. And if y'all are violent criminals, if y'all are, part of these gangs and stuff like this, this is just the beginning for you. It's not gonna last long, especially these next 4 years. Y'all are a target. Y'all are an absolute target. Y'all are considered a terrorist group in the United States. And whether you like it or not, those are the rules. And it's going to happen regardless of how you feel, how much y'all protest, how much y'all think that one out of 1,000, you got it wrong. And listen again, I say this all the time. If they got it wrong, then they got it wrong. Eventually, they'll get to it. But as of right now, they've been on point. And y'all let me know in the comments below if I'm lying or not. They have been on point with the deportation. They have been on point with the gang members. They are finding them and they are getting them out of here. And from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing and what the sources of different networks are saying, it's actual gang members. They're actual gang members. They're actual violent criminals. They actually have charges already. They have, they've been caught with drugs. They've been caught with guns. These people are not just normal people for real. They're actual violent criminals. And like I said, ain't nowhere else in the world you could come to their land and do whatever you want and sit comfortable. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So I understand what's going on. I respect what's going on. I know for sure that my family is good because we just doing what we got to do. and nobody illegal over here. And if you are illegal, get your stuff in order quickly, because you may be next. And again, if you're a violent criminal, I'm sorry, but you're out of here. It's just the honest truth. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments again below. I thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on y'all way out. Till next time, man. It's your boy Dgotsauce. Peace. Shout outs to today's sponsor, the snacks.shop. They have a variety of snacks, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they smack. All right, this is my third bag. All right, third bag. Thank you for everything you guys sent to me from the snacks.shop. I appreciate y'all care package. Today's sponsor, make sure you guys go check them out. They have some dope snacks, and I can't lie, man, it's busting. I'm going to get some more of these, I promise you. These are the Korean chicken, like literally. Check out their website. Go cop something, man. Let them know that Dgotsauce sent you. And thank you again to today's sponsor, the snacks.shop.